Welcome back to another episode of Look What Jess Found. This is episode 283. And today, what we're doing is we're going to revisit a box of wheat cents that I got. Small little jewelry box of wheat cents. Now, they don't belong in a box. For some reason, they're still in a box. And I don't know why. Because if this is where I keep my wheat cents, in here. And what I haven't even done yet, I even got a marble in there. What I haven't even done, and a coin. What I haven't even done yet is put my wheat cents into the bags, right? They belong in, I separate them by decades. And the 59s get their own bag. So look at this. Oh yeah, I even got some, I think those are tokens. So I'm going to take these out. So today, if you're a coin collector or a penny roll hunter, then you know exactly what's going on here, because you have boxes just like this. And if you're just starting penny roll hunting, then you will have boxes like this. Just give it some time. Look at my 50s. It's already, some of these bags are already full. 40s. There goes another token that doesn't belong in there. I remember when I remember when I found that. I think it was could have been with the quarters or something. This one's full. I taped this one up already. Some of them I taped up already, so I have to start a new. So, but it's okay for the pennies to end up in this box, because then they're not all over the desk. But to have two boxes, that's not okay. So what's the question, right? How come I don't just take this box and dump it in there? Because at some point, what's this say? Oh, and these ones have errors in it. Why they do it? They don't belong in here. If they have errors, they need to be in flips. Okay, so are we done yet? Or is there another bag? There's another bag in here. What's this bag say? 30s. All right. Okay, so these, and what's this? This isn't a wheat cent. What's this one? I bet you it's an 82. Yep, it's in the wrong, and it's shiny on the side, so it gets put into a a tube. And what's that? A Philadelphia large date? Yeah. So because it's shiny on the side, this is my Philadelphia large dates. Okay, see, this is the point of how. So what you want to do is you want to transform all these little boxes and bags into one box that has everything in it, right? Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to go through these, and either these are going to go in the box to get put into bags, or they're going to get put into flips today. And the flips I use are nickel flips. I use nickel flips for pennies, because the other flips the penny flips are right against the edges, and when you want to pop them out, you have to use like a little blade or something, and you could nick your penny. You don't want to do that. All right. All of these pennies are heavily circulated. Fingerprints are nothing's going to matter for these pennies. It's not going to change anything. They've been touched a million times already. So I'm not putting gloves on today. Okay. Now, each one of these is supposed to have some sort of error. Let me change my glasses. I have two different types of glasses, 2.5s and the 3s. I use the 3s for my videos. Okay, let me get out my pointer. Yeah, I'm really on the ball here, huh? All right. And so this is going to take this box is going to take probably so I guess the reason I took this is because it appears as if there's peeling and possibly some sort of mark on the 4. I don't think those are strike throughs. Let me check out the date real quick because that's really the peeling. I'm not crazy about the peeling actually. It looks more like discoloration. Could be a lamination error. Oh, but that 4 is nice. All right, so this would be like a low value penny. What I'm gonna do is just for clicks and giggles, I am gonna go to Copper Coins and I'm gonna go to their date guide, right? So that's 149. So I just want to check really quickly to see if there's any. All right, there's nothing. He has nothing about. Oh yeah, he does. He got one. Let me see if they have anything with the date. Okay, they have nothing with the date. They have something with the I, which I didn't even check. Hey, if you want to look at it real quick. A moderate extra eyelid can be seen close to the southeast of the primary eyelid. All right, so that's. Do I need light on this? Maybe. Let me look at that. Oh, oh, I see. It's underneath the first one. Oh, or in front of it. It's funny. I think it has it. But the problem is it's so weak. It's so weak that you see the little dimple mark in front of the eye? And I could go in a little closer, I guess. I think it has the extra eyelid there. But there's so much other damage and stuff going on that it's really difficult to tell, and it probably will not give it much value. So this one, what I like on this one, believe it or not, is the 4. But it's not doubled. It's just, I mean, and they don't even have it as a variety. So you know what? Into the box it goes, and that's that. I'm not playing around with these. I'm not going to make this a. Well, I don't know how long it's going to take. Especially, okay, the light was reflecting. 58D. Looks like there's some kind of in front of the head. I wonder if that's doubling. This is the problem with the copper pennies. I've talked about this many times. No, that's not doubling. The D does look the D does look repunched. I guess maybe that's why I put it in here. I don't know why this thing keeps on blurring out for. I think I'm gonna have to move the box underneath it. The D does look repunched, and the 5 looks like it has a little something going on the top left. All right, so we'll put that one into a flip. Well, there's nothing there. The box isn't underneath the camera to make it 1929. No. Nope. So I put them to the side, I guess, because this one here. Oh, I see. I guess because there's interesting things on them. Um, but I have to, at this point in my penny hunting career, uh, yeah, I pretty much know what has value and what doesn't anymore. It's rusted, right? So it's a lamination error. This is a lamination error. It's interesting. It's 57. And you can see the improper mixture. Something's in here that made it rust. And you can see the lines behind it. But I don't think anybody, so I have to say, if somebody, would I pay $5 for this penny? That's the question. Let me put up the penny mat just to make sure there's not a key variety here or something, which I doubt, just in case. Other key varieties start, well, there's some mixture between the 1917, 22, but it's basically the 30s and higher with the 22 or 17, and I guess some key mintage dates before the 30s. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But otherwise, there's not even. Oh yeah, there's a couple 1950s. There's a couple 1940s, but 1950 is not one of them. All right. So it's got a filled-in date. That's pretty nice, and the condition is pretty nice too. I'll put that in the flip. And the filled-in 5. I'm sorry, I said filled-in date. I meant to say filled-in 5. 1929. It's not a variety date. Yeah. So you might have asked. You might be saying, Jess, tell us where you got these from. So if you did not watch my earlier videos, from like either the beginning of the year or 2023, end of 2023, then you would not have seen. I have a what's that called? A playlist on wheat cents. So if you go to my playlist on wheat cents, let me tell you, those are the first penny roll hunts I ever did. And if you haven't seen them, then you're probably missing the best content of. Yeah, I'll hold on to this. I'll hold on to that. I'll put that in a flip. That could be machine damage. $36. If there's any doubling on the obverts, it's a key variety. But I mean, they want to talk about real doubling, not this. So, probably, and if you've been with this channel for a long time, then you've probably heard the story before. But die chip. That's why I put it to the side. The die chip. It's not worth anything. My son's friend was like a flea market guy, and he said he had all these pennies, these old wheat cents, And my son told him that, you know, I sold stuff on eBay and stuff. Another filled in 5. And so I bought him. And I bought him a while ago, you know, probably maybe even like 2 years ago. And I had him lying around, and then I started the YouTube channel, 44. It's not a D. The D is the possible key variety. Yeah. It's too and so I bought him. And then I did the videos. Like I said last year. Oh, it has the filled in B. Die chip and B. And I did the videos. I did a bunch of them. Maybe I think there's 17 videos if I remember correctly. Possible strike through. I don't like it though. The 5 has like a notch on the top. 52. No. There's too much stuff going on. And another 42. And that's kind of one of the things that started the channel off. Started me off on coin roll hunting was so they were all the penny rolls that I bought were all wheat cents. Has some toning on. It's a nice looking penny. 56D. Oh, this is the one that has the shadow D. It could have a shadow D. Now I've seen these. Let me look at this under the loop real quick. It's funny because right where the dirt is, it looks like there's something really weird going on. Let me look at another penny just to. And the other one's a D too. Let me. So I don't know if you noticed, but this looks like there's something going on to the left of the D there. And I think, what's it called? It's called the 1956 D above shadow D. So the other shadow D would have to be under there. You know what? Let me clean this with some alcohol. I have alcohol here. And I have let's just not even play around with this. Either it's junk or it's not. You know what I'm saying? Let's put some alcohol on it. Let that soak in for a second. You see, now all of a sudden I don't see I don't see, it took off the dirt to the side of over here. It took off the dirt. And it looked like doubling of Lincoln. But now that we're looking, all right, so let me just take this off camera real quick and rub it really, really good. Now, this is fine to do if you're absolutely sure the penny has no value. All right, so I wasn't sure and I did it anyway, but that's my business. You know what I'm saying? I don't recommend anyone do that. I get asked quite often, what do you use for cleaning? And I'm not recommending cleaning to anybody. No one's going to put me into that liability category where I recommended them to clean their pennies. That's not happening. What I do is my business. And I don't recommend anybody do what I do. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. D above shadow D. So it did take off the dirt that that I was seeing over here that made it look like doubling. You can see the little line, right? But first of all, now that looks like it looks like a repunch mint mark. That's number one. And it's still too dirty in that area to tell if there's a shadow D. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this into my. I'm gonna do a cleaning video soon. And then that'll be one of them. So I throw them into this little jar that I got, pan actually, or what's it called? A pan, yeah, pan. I have a little glass pan that I keep on the side. Another die chip in 5. I got a bunch of these die chips in 5s. So those are going to flips. They might, on a nice looking wheat cent, they might be worth $5. Die chip on 9, plus a possible notched 5. All right. So these all need to go into flips. Woody lamination. It's kind of weak though. I don't like it. Let me go a little closer. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it, as they say. Woody lamination. Filled in B. So the box is going bye-bye. Bye-bye today. Say goodbye to the box. This is a little bit nicer. Let me see off camera. It's a 55. Okay, has the little die chip. All right, so at least I can keep it for that reason. What we got here? Let me see. Any spreading or doubling? Nah. Got some notching going on. Let me look at the reverse. I'm not crazy about it. It even looks like there might be some doubling in the O. But it needs to be cleaned. It's in the dirt. I'm not going to... this really needs to be soaked. It's so dirty. So I'll put that into the jar too. I missed 39. I see that. I don't know. And a lot of people, they don't like... You're really against cleaning wheat cents, but you know how much a wheat cent is worth? If there's nothing on it, it's not worth anything. I mean, that's not a special one, I'm saying, So you have to know what you're doing, So it looks like a strike through is there. I'll keep that too. You have to know what you're doing, man. If you don't know what you're doing, it probably doesn't matter. The chance of you finding something that's worth anything is so unlikely. I'm going to look at the trust. The B has a die. Looks like it might have a die chip, and the 5s might look notched. All right. The trust has some movement in the letters. The B has a piece of dirt in it. And the fives do not look notched. Goodbye. You see a 1955 and you want to find a double die so badly. 44D. The 4 looks a little bit notched. The first, I don't know if that's the first or the last. But you know which one it is. It's pretty obvious. Has a nice notching. Again, very dirty around the numbers that you want to see. It's worth cleaning too. I'll clean that one. Lamination error. 57D. The B has a die chip in it. All right, I'll put that one to so all these have die chips. Oh. A 55 with a misaligned die, and that's probably where. That's probably I wouldn't be surprised if the misalignment. No, the 1955 doubling. That's a die error. So this is a 55. It does have. Looks like it has the woody lamination error going on. In the 1955s, the fives have notches in them. Yes, the fives have very distinct notches in them. In the corners, they both have the same one. Plus, it even looks like it might have a little bit of a grease strike on the bottom or a polished die or something like that. And you can even see possible spreading to the right, bottom right of the 5. So this is worth keeping. I'll put that in the flip. Like I said, this box is going away, and these coins are getting put into flips or they're getting put into bags. Well, they're getting put into the box. I'll put them into bags some other time. 39. All right, let me put this on hold for a second. Let me tell you, that pause button has to be the absolute best thing I ever discovered. Can't believe it. All right. Let me check out the date. Has the woody lamination error also, but very weak. No. There's the smallest little red dot of paint on the date. Right between the 9 and the 5. I know the 5 looks a little notched, especially right there. And the 7 looks a little cut off. That's not worth anything, man. Let me look at this one. I can't see that close. I mean, the 9 looks notched. Penny's pretty beat up. I don't like it. That's the other thing, you know. Even a lot of these varieties where you see the notching and it's a die variety. If the penny's in poor condition, they're only worth $1 or $2, and you know, just then you got to find a buyer for it, and you know, you got to put. It's not. I have to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever seen ridge ring on a wheat cent before, especially on the reverse. And it is on. It is on the. It has a collar error. So the collar, and it's a 55. Oh, okay. Let me look at this on the loop real quick. Yeah, so you can see the collar error on the front, but it's really the ridge ring or the hub. It's not the hub or the. So the hub is on the hammer, right? So we're looking at the anvil part here. So this would not be a hub error. I doubt it, even though you see, because the tilted's on the other side, towards the other side. So what I'm assuming this is, and you know what they say about it, so is it's a collar error that led to some movement of the planchet that led to um, the letters being caught in a place where they're not supposed to be, because the collar, the retaining collar, and you can see it looks like there's too much space here on the bottom also. Would have been nice if I wouldn't be surprised if that's what led to the doubling of the 55s. Nah, that would have to be on the die itself. It's probably why it's a very expensive error. Yeah, I'll hold on to this. I don't know if I've ever seen this before, to be honest with you. And it leads to a spread. It could even, I mean, it could even be too much grease that made it move slippery. I doubt it, but to me, this is from a collar error. I'll hold on to that. All right, so that's going to go in the flip. We only got a few more. I'm throwing that box in the garbage. I don't ever want to see it again. I left the zoom a little closer in than normal. I'm gonna look at the notching on the fives, so I don't have to keep on zooming in to look at the details like the date. It has a notching on the five, and it has a spreading on the nine. Again, very dirty. I'm gonna put this for cleaning. Yeah, I can't mess around with that stuff. Oh, look at the line on the top of the 5 and 7. I have to make sure that that's not dirt or something. I don't think so. No, I think it is. Is this thing still wet from the alcohol from before? No. See if I can rub off some of that dirt with the polishing cloth. Problem is, it's a very worn out penny, and whatever's there probably doesn't even matter. 1930. I don't even know why I kept this for. That's what I'm looking. I'm looking for why I even have it there. Maybe because it's an old one. All right, I can see the notching without even looking at the loop, so I'm going to hold on to that. The notching on the 5 was very apparent. You didn't see it just reverse a little bit. And the condition of that, it's a lamination error. Yeah, I don't care. All right, so we're almost at the end here. Oh, that looks pretty nice. Let me look at that. Yeah, someone might like the date on this, and even the D looks, the Mitmar looks like it might be repunched. Somebody might like that die chipped out date. That might be worth $5 on the open market. And another die chip. All right, so we got a bunch of die chips. This is how many. Most of these are die chips, so we have about 15, 20 of them there. Now the other thing is, I have this here. I gotta be honest, I don't even remember, but wheat sent minor errors. You know, it doesn't belong in here, man. Either they're that minor. No, let me get up. Oh, here it goes. Either they're that minor that I taped it up. Ah, no wonder. Jeez, let me get out of scissors. That they're not worth anything, then they need to be put into the bags. Or, oh, I didn't realize how nice they were. So let's look at these real quick. Might as well get it over with. Little extra content for the die-hard Look What Just Found fans. All right. And let's see if what I said was minor. Oh, there we go. We got some peeling. Oh, yeah, that's nice. 44. It's not a D. Yeah. Yeah, I'll hold on to that. That might be a $5. Oh, I see. Oh, and the 4s look notched. It's got so much damage, though, you know? I'm not feeling it, man. Nah, I'm not putting in the flip. Okay, that's a little different. Let me look at that 9. Notching all over the place. And the reverse isn't that bad looking. All right, so and it has a woody lam. See, that's a nicer lamination error. I like it when you can see the line. So I like this. I'm holding on to this regardless, but we want to see if that 9. That's what the notches look like. Just so you know, that are indications of a variety. When you see the notching like that. So let's go on. As long as I have the date guide up, let's go to, what's it, 1949? I said 1DO again with the eyes. 1DO again with the eyes, extra eyelid. Weak partial vertical bar and portion of a crosslet on the 4 to the northeast of the primary 4. I'll show you. No picture. So we want to look for the, what does it say? Crosslet of 4 northeast. Northeast. That's upright. The upright, which I don't think this is the upright. I think this is the crosslet northeast would be over here towards the 9. The top part of the cross towards the 9. And then we want to check out the eyelid. Oh, wow. So there is a notch on the cross lip, but to me, that's not the northeast. To me, that's the northwest. And the same thing with the 9. Oh, and inside the 4, which of course we cannot see on this one. There's one that's on the inside of the 4, which the inside of 4 is dirty. And let's check out the eyelid. Let me look at it under the loop first to see if I see anything there. Yeah, there might be there, but it might be dirt. It's hard to tell. All right, so regardless, I'm keeping it, so we'll put it to the side. So we kept 1. 1929. Woody lamination. It's a lamination error in general. You can see some of the, I don't care. Another 29. Goodbye. 42D. Let me look at this on the loop. It looks centered. That centering doesn't mean anything, Some of them it does, but not on this one. It's too beat up, man. It's just too beat up. Unless I had a really strong error. Yeah. All right. 44. Let's look at that. Let's look at that date. Nah. It's probably the crimping machine or a feeder. And the D, you can see the D. I don't know. You can see the line also. See in the shadow, you can see the line. So to me, it got caught in the feeder, or maybe they had. I don't know if you know when they first started using the crimp roll machine. I mean, not that it. Anyway, if you know, put it in the comments. I don't know. That's weird. Let me look at the loop again and see if it's really worth keeping. I think it's post mint damage. The 4 is notched in the 44. I'll put it to the side just because it's interesting. I'll put it in a flip. No. All right, here we go. Finally, 52. I see the notching in the 5. I'm not crazy about the condition of this penny. Could have a grease strike on the reverse. It's weak though, man. Could be post mint damage too. Who knows? I'm not feeling. Let me see. Nah. Goodbye. All right. That's a lot of pennies going into flips. I guess that's why I probably didn't want to do it before. Fine. We got about 20 of them all together. These are the ones I'm going to put into flips. Most of them are die chips. Some of them are notched dates. You know, are they $5 a piece? I don't know. But like I said, I put them into flips and I'll put them into my low value penny box. All right, let's get these bags back in here. That I'm not going to do today. We did enough work today. Goodbye. So we got rid of one box. At least we got the table a little bit less cluttered. These other things, I don't know. Other coins and stuff. I got to do something with them. And I got this big marble and mint token. All right, goodbye. That thing's got to weigh about 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. All right, very good. I hope you enjoyed this episode. This was episode, like I said, I think it's 283. Let me check it out real quick. Content. Yeah, episode 283. I hope you enjoyed it. A little bit longer one. God bless, and I'll see you in episode 284.